Hello, so this is a 2-2 from yesterday, and it's just like this Zerg player was so strong. I tried to have a look at his bio right now, but my internet is playing up a little, and connection is just like really bad. So can't. Let's just have a little look at that picture. There we go. So I mean, this pair was aggressive from the start, as you'll see. They say kind of build for rush even if you're not going to rush, or build an army then expand. But basically you see the scout coming in, and I know he wants to bite at the workers, but that's not really working out for him. So observing speed going, banelings coming, one base play for now. The Reaper getting 2 kills apparently, which is kind of fair enough. Honey Monster, my partner, likes to go with Marauder slow to take out Reapers, which is why he has that Marauder on the front line, but he came out a slightly different route. Banelings not doing as much damage as they'd hoped. They get the supply block in, and they meet my guys coming out. And Honey Monster realizing, oh, they're on the high ground, but not actually taking his units to the other side to cover it. And my small band of men, because we know what they've done, we kind of know that we can push. But yeah, my band of men pretty much being taken up by his band of men. And it looks like they want to continue to push on Honey Monster. And he's putting down his 4th and 5th barracks right now. Myself, I'm going for the factory so that I can get medevacs out and not have the fight right at the door, but to drop slightly behind. So they're gearing up for another baning bust and another push on him, but of course I'm seeking to change that. Honey Monster said they're all up here, so you can go in, which of course is what I do. And see, this blue guy is rather amazing in the fact that he keeps basically giving me his workers. If we go to units, he's down to 11 workers again. I say again, it's going to happen quite often. So he's down to 11 workers, and rather than building units, he just goes for workers, and that's pretty much his whole game. Which is why it's just amazing how this one Zerg player, he knows when to take fights, when not to take fights. And like Honey Monster here, not having his units together, and the Zerg basically knows at that time there's too many, he pulls out. He did brilliant damage. At the moment Honey Monster's losses aren't that big, but every time the Zerg player has to basically save his partner. And yeah, he's getting his 3rd base up now. He's mining as much gas as he needs to support his force, and you know, bio's coming in, so why not build banelings? So this widow mine, Honey Monster pointed out to me later that it's pretty much a hero widow mine. I put it there because I know that the Zerg's going to come running in. 8 kills so far, and of course I'm just waiting for the opportunity to drop and then to choose where to drop. So I didn't kill the queen, but he softened him up. Creep tumors vision, so he can see the dropships coming in. He's going to go to the top, so we can go in at the bottom. And there you go. Force produces the stim, and a little fake over to there, and then back, because front door's being taken care of. Stim's worn off. He re-stims, attacks his own factory, which is nice, but he's got +1, I don't, but I have Medivacs. And so, again, the Zerg has to help the Terran out. And what does Terran do? He actually just keeps building orbitals so that he can build more workers. He doesn't expand, he just builds more orbitals. It's not like he puts a planetary somewhere. So you see, again, he's just going to give us his workers. These workers don't need to die. You can let an orbital die. You can let 1, 2 barracks die. Take a couple of those workers and build more barracks. You'll lose less at the end, because now he's down to 2 workers again. He's down to his Zerg ally having to come to the rescue again. Yeah, great. You can produce more minerals to get more workers. He is on +1, 1 now, but 1 doesn't mean anything if you don't actually have any units. No, nothing upstairs. Banelings with all day. I mean, I can only sympathise with this Zerg player. He's got macro hatch going there. It's like, because we don't actually need to attack the Zerg player right now, because he's having to send all his units to help his ally out. Why these Widow Mines don't get burrowed, I do not know. This one, nicely, 22 kills now. Nicely outside the range of that scan. But like, this mine could go down. Honey Monster streaming in. If we look at income, the Zerg's the highest, of course. Honey Monster is next. The Terran's on nothing because he gave us his workers again. Mine is not bad. I am macroing up behind all this. I am getting my 1-1 eventually. But of course, yes, the Zerg's cleaned everything up, unsurprisingly. Yes, you'll get lots of mules, you get lots of workers. And yes, you've got a few units to help your partner out, and the mine eventually goes down. I didn't see exactly how many kills it had at the end. But because Blue's so far out of the game, Honey Monster can shift his attack to Zerg's base. And then it's the question of, well, what can he do? His main's going to be mined out pretty quickly. His third here is going to be his lifeline. And sure, he can push it back temporarily, but pretty soon that force is going to be big. I'm keeping the pressure on back here. Yes, build a bunker for your 2 units. 1 Marine, 1 Marauder, and bunker goes down without a problem. And Zerg again has to send his units to help his partner out. Meanwhile, Honey Monster's still streaming into his third. Now, it is a team game, so if his partner dies, he's in a lot of trouble. But what does he do? Does he let his own base go, or does he let his partner go? If he lets his own base go, he's just as dead. So I, for my part, am getting ready for another drop. Expanding, of course, because that's what you do. The Honey Monster expanding again. Because he can afford to just keep sending Marines after this. He can afford to let the Banelings go. If he's on the same number of bases as the Zerg, I mean, Blue's been out of the game for so long. Zerg's just keeping anomalies there, and you see, he's building another command center. Because that's what you need. He's not expanding, he's just building a command center. And now I have the 1-1 as well, but I have the dropships. So now Zerg army's over here again. And it's like, you know, well, thanks for the workers again. And this time Zerg didn't have time to turn them into banelings. So there are enough places where the Terran could have established. If you'd put a base up here, I wouldn't have seen that for a long time. Zerg trying to get this goal established. But I mean, getting the extra free workers, because he wants to put them down there as if he's ever going to get the chance. If we finish all the orbitals off, then that question is completed, and now it's just a question of killing the Zerg. So he's got his third down here, lost the macro hatch. I take out the spawning pool because that means no Zerglings, no Banelings, and a combined attack on his third and his fourth leaves him with the question of which one can he save. So I mean, he does well. He beats off my main force, as it were. He's kind of going to fall to Honey Monster's main force. His force's gone down. I have a lot of admiration for this Zerg player. He almost played against 3 people. So yeah, Moonrise, Tau 16. Well done to you, my man. Thanks for watching.